Why do schools teach algebra, chemistry, and history, but almost never teach people how to manage money properly? Why do many highly educated people still struggle financially? And why do universities teach corporate finance, but often ignore personal finance? Here's the surprising part. Personal finance is connected to economics, finance, psychology, and even human behavior, yet most people never study it seriously. So is personal finance actually a real science? Or just internet self-help advice? In this video, we'll break down the hidden relationship between economics, finance, and personal finance, and explain why this knowledge has become essential in modern life. Part 1, Economics, the bigger system. To understand personal finance, we first need to understand economics. Economics is the broad science that studies how people and societies manage limited resources. It tries to answer questions like: why do prices rise? Why do financial crises happen? Why are some countries rich and others poor? How do people make economic decisions? Think of economics as the big picture science of human resources, money, and decision making. Inside economics, there are many specialized fields: macroeconomics, microeconomics, behavioral economics, international economics, and finance. Part 2, is finance its own science? Finance originally developed as a branch of economics. But over time, it became so advanced and specialized that today many people consider it a semi-independent discipline. Why? Because finance now has its own theories, mathematical models, research systems, university departments, and entire career industries. Finance mainly studies money management, investments, risk, banking, capital markets, and financial decision making. And this is where things become interesting. Finance isn't only about numbers anymore. It also studies human behavior. Because real people do not always make rational decisions. People panic. People gamble. People overspend. People follow trends emotionally. That's why modern finance increasingly overlaps with psychology. Part 3, what is personal finance? Personal finance is the practical side of finance applied to everyday life. This includes budgeting, saving, debt management, investing, insurance, retirement planning, and financial security. In simple terms, personal finance is not mainly about becoming rich. It is about surviving and staying financially stable in a complex economic system. And this is where one of the biggest paradoxes of modern education appears. Many people graduate from universities knowing how corporations manage money, but not how to manage their own salary. Part 4, why schools rarely teach it properly. In most countries, schools were historically designed to create workers, not financial strategists. As a result, students often learn formulas, memorization, theory, and exams. But not budgeting, taxes, investing, inflation, debt traps, or long-term wealth building. This is one reason why someone can be highly intelligent academically but still struggle financially. Because earning money and managing money are completely different skills. Part 5, is personal finance a real science? Technically, personal finance is usually considered an applied branch of finance rather than a fully separate science. But in reality, it combines multiple fields: finance, economics, psychology, behavioral science, and even sociology. Because money decisions are deeply emotional and social. For example, people spend for status, fear losing money, copy others emotionally, or buy things to feel successful. That means personal finance isn't just about mathematics. It's also about understanding human nature. Part 6, Universities and Financial Planning. Most universities teach personal finance indirectly through majors such as finance, economics, accounting, business administration, and banking. Some universities now also offer specialized programs called financial planning. These programs teach budgeting, investing, retirement strategies, taxes, family finance, and risk management. But globally, personal finance education is still far behind the realities of modern life. Which is why millions of people now learn financial literacy from YouTube, books, podcasts, online courses, and social media. Ending. And maybe this is the biggest lesson of all. In the modern world, financial literacy is no longer optional. Because your future often depends not only on how much money you make, but on how well you manage the money you already have. And perhaps that's why personal finance has become one of the most important survival skills of the 21st century. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more deep and practical videos about economics, psychology, society, and modern life. And comment below, do you think schools should teach personal finance as a mandatory subject?